What it bees like everybody. This is Bodybyloud Vint coming to you once again, but this is a different podcast. This is the first of a new podcast series that I'm doing, and it's called Elevatin with the GetRight spot and the love algorithm. Elevating is basically what it is. This podcast, this specific one, is just an introduction to the podcast about, what it's going to be about and the general topic of discussion. The general topic of discussion will be how to use the GetRight spot. This whole discussion comes with a forum on the website, thegetrightspot.com, so you can go to the forum, and these podcasts will be featured in the forum along with points from the podcast as topics. Mainly, I gotta basically explain the usage of the website, because a website is like anything else in the world. I mean, it's a tool. A website's a tool. The internet is a tool. We make use of everything on the internet. That's what's people make websites for, and they're for people to use. And best way I can help describe what the website is to basically explain how to use it. So, instead of using it the way other people use the internet or websites, I have a specific idea about how to use it that will define it down the road as, the tool that I want to have. So, to start from the beginning, my goal is to make my little part of the internet works the way I want to hold the whole internet to work. Like, I want the internet to work for me by bringing me the content that I like. That's how, I want the internet to work. I don't know how other people want it to work, but, that's how I want it to work. So the idea behind the Get Right spot is to make a website that does what I want it to do for me, and that's bring the content that I like to me. So in doing that and thinking of the site, I'm thinking, why wouldn't that be cool for other people to be able to do the same thing through a website? They can come to the Get Right spot and get the content that they like and they want to come to them. And one of the best ways to do that, well, one of the ways I think you have to begin by showing the internet what you want, what you like. And I think that's the primary thing behind it. You have to put out there. That's what this whole AI thing is about. Okay, AI is gonna basically feed back what we tell it. It's gonna tell us what we tell it in a form that it thinks we want to receive it. But I think what better than AI in doing that is people doing that. Like, find the people that align with what you like and put them in a position where, I don't say put them in a position where, create a mechanism where they automatically have input into your field of interest. For example, DJs that I have found, of course, through my music listening, I keep track of the ones that have the best mixes. So I got about 7 go-to DJs that are, just mixtape DJs. Well, not mixtape DJs, but they're mixed cloud or some form of, they make professional mixes, for their followers and listeners. And through these people, I end up being introduced to more music that is in line with what I like. So right then and there, I've shown people who I like for as DJs, put them on the site, and through their mixes, help build a following for them and the music that I like, since they generate, they help me come in contact with, they curate for me. And I curate through them. So I show them love by bringing as much attention to what they're doing in their craft. I then turn the music that I find through them into separate music showcases where I put the track up on the site and help people to discover the track through the site. So now you got 2 connected points in reference to me getting, the music that I like through the curators that I like, and I'm helping to share both of them to the rest of the world. And I do this in order to be able to see if I can bring back what people come to the site and say, here, I think you will like this. And in doing so, they present either their music or someone else's music, or their favorite DJ or someone else's favorite DJ, whatever the connection is. They basically are helping bring the content that I'm already, interested in to me. So if they say, okay, well, he likes DJ such and such, then maybe he'll like this DJ. They're similar, they like the same types of music, but they have different, mixes. So they bring this DJ to my attention. If I like them, I brand them. Part of the thing about the website, you brand as you share who you like. You're branding them as a part of your clique of whatever that type of content is, or your crew, or whatever you want to call it. My DJs, my music. You're basically showing the world what you like, and then showing the world what you like. You're seeing who aligns with it, and then seeing who aligns with it, they do the same thing. So now you have, in one little section of the internet, a place where you can display your GetRight, whatever you digging, whatever you like. And this includes spots and businesses, your own business. You could promote yourself. You could promote others, and you can promote, most importantly, all the people and organizations or whatever that help you along the way. You can spotlight them. So that is what the GetRight spot is for. And the discussion along the way on this podcast and in the forum will be how to fine-tune it through the site, how to make it work, basically how to use it. I'm going to be discovering how to use it as I go. I'm going to be learning. I'm going to be talking to people on all phases, of how they would like to use it. I'm going to ask music artists, what do they need to better promote and publicize what they do? I'm going to be asking DJs, what do they want and need? I'm going to be asking promoters people who own businesses like restaurants and clubs and types of things, how do they want the internet to work for them? What do they need? What do they want out of a site such as the GetRight spot? And I think, what everybody kind of wants, just from me thinking about it, I think everybody wants to be found through something that connects them quickly to people who align with what they're offering. You want to be found by people who gonna dig what you're doing, and that's why I say, the GetRight spot is where you want to be found. When someone asks you, where do you want to be found? You want to be found on Instagram, where they get to look at a clip of something that you do, but they really don't want you to leave there. They want you to stay there. Same with any other platform. They want you to stay right there so they can show you some other content that they actually getting paid for, which, that's fine. That works for them. But, the question is, does it really work for you, the music artist, you, the promoter, you, the person who's trying to offer something to people that, they kind of do need to leave the platform you promoting through to check it out. They need to leave. Well, why not have a site where they don't really have to leave to learn more about what all you got going on? They don't have to leave. They can stay right there, check you out, and talk to other people about you, your content, your music, your mixes, your events. They can communicate right there with you and keep in contact with you, and don't have to follow links everywhere else. They can go to links to your music right there, and basically you can listen through, because you want to sign into whatever your platform that you listen to music in. You can stay right there and play it, and the greatest part about it is the people who are listeners, followers, fans, however you want to categorize them, they can share what you're doing right there instantly to whoever, whether it be through email, text. You don't have to use the inside messaging system that's built into other platforms. They want to keep you, and they want to make you use their messenger. With this, you just copy the link and send it however you want to send it, and they'll go directly to the content you're trying to send them to. And that helps the follower, the fan, participate in promoting and publicizing, the content that they love that you provide. And discussing that in this forum and on this podcast is basically me just, trying to figure out and explain something and see if we can get it to work. And I'm already confident that it's working. It's just spreading it to the world. So the best way to spread it is to explain it and make it grow right in front of people's eyes. So that's what this podcast is going to be about, and the forum that connects to it. Elevating with the GetRight spot and the love algorithm. I already have a podcast that explains the love algorithm, and it's basically just a theory that just, show love for what you love and it'll come back some kind of way. Love for love. Thanks for listening, and I'll holler back at you with the next segment of this. I don't know which way we're going to go with it, but check me out on Threads. I kind of get into a lot of this. Look up the GetRight spot on Threads, I'm kind of liking Threads. It lets you, interact with the people you kind of, want to interact with. I'm on there, and I got into some music artist community. Just to, nose, eavesdrop, see what they're talking about. And I came to the realization that, every artist is not being, genuine about what I want artists to be genuine about. Like, are you into making music because you trying to entertain me, or you doing something you say you got to do because it's in you? Are you doing both, or are you just fucking around, just pretending to be interested in making music? Because I think we got a lot of all of those categories. And I made the mistake of, throwing everybody into one category on there. So I apologize if I made it seem like, people weren't being artists. I made it seem like most people weren't being honest or being artists that are, for the people they're supposed to get in it for. And to me, a music artist, you get into it to entertain. Like your calling is to sing for people. Your calling is to dance, create art that people enjoy. That's what I need from people who, are music artists. I want entertainers. I think the first thing a music artist should be about is entertaining. And that's my opinion. That's how I think about it. And as a music lover, that's how I approach curating. Like, I only care about what sounds good, what grooves, what makes me want to play it again. That's all I care about. So when someone says, they didn't get into it to be liked, or they didn't get into it, to make music other people want, then I'm hoping how I do things with the internet will keep them people away from me. Because if you ain't trying to groove like I want to groove, you ain't trying to get down, get funky, whatever you want to call it. I'm kind of old school. I talk like that. But if you ain't trying to hit the way I want to hit, then, we don't need to be in the same circle. You ain't trying to do what I want. And not that what you, doing is wrong for you or how you want to do it. It's just that, my mission is to get things how I want it. I want people who trying to show me something tight, that's right, that hit, you know what I'm saying? So let me figure out a way to get that and separate myself from people who just, want to have something to do in their spare time, which ain't nothing wrong with that. Do what you do in your spare time. Do what you love. But don't bug me about listening to your shit. I don't want to hear no shit from somebody who ain't even trying to entertain. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it sound like it. It sound like it, and that's how it's going to come out. So, I just had to throw that in there. So my goal is to find the music I love and like and present it to people and help the artists and people who are behind the making of it keep on doing it. And once again, this is Bodybyloud, Vint. Just, telling you like I see it. Thanks for whoever listened to it, and stay tuned. I'm going to be cranking out a few more podcasts and trying to develop discussions pertaining to what we're talking about, what I'm talking about. And check it later. Remember, the only way to get right is to think right. Thanks again.